Welcome back to Navy Sports Magazine on the Navy Sports Network. Time now to shine the light on Navy Sprint footballs. We're brought to you by our friends at the Navy Federal Credit Union, joined now by Devyn Martin. And Devyn, for your team so far, guys seem pretty focused and off to a pretty solid start this season. What's been the key for you guys to get going right out of the box, considering usually every year in this thing, you guys have a target on your back as one of the best teams?
Yes, sir. Thank you. First week, we came out, didn't have the performance we exactly wanted. So I think that really got our energy going. And going into week 2 against Manfield, really the game went that we wanted. We had the game we really wanted. Performed well defensively and offensively. Came out, guns blazing. And then going into Army week, obviously there's a lot of energy. Practices have been great. Probably 2 of our best practices the past 2 days. And then going into this Wednesday, just had weigh-ins, and the team's obviously really ready, fired up for this big game that we got on Friday.
I was going to say, I know you want to make sure you're kind of peaking on Friday. You almost don't want to get too emotionally involved before you get there. But is that kind of the excitement that Army Week brings for any athletic team on the yard when you're competing for a star like that? Because you know how desperately every guy on that team wants to make sure you all get that coming up on Friday?
Yeah, yes, sir. Obviously, Friday is the day that we want to be at our absolute best. But kind of like you mentioned, it's Army Week. This is kind of the pinnacle of Navy athletics. Going to head to head with an equal adversary. They prepare just like we do. They're fired up. Obviously, they've lost our past 2 N-Star games the past 2 years, so they're going to have a lot of energy coming into the game. They got something to prove, but I think equally, we're just going to keep doing what we're doing, bringing that energy and that love to the game and love for each other, and I think we're gonna come out with that win on Friday.
So your team has been fun to watch so far this year, and kind of a guy like Kai Sasaki, man, he kind of emboldens what, I think sprint football is all about. It's an opportunity for guys to keep playing football that want to. He's also running up and down the lacrosse field, becoming a multi-sport athlete. But, for guys that still have that itch, and want to keep playing football, is this kind of what sprint fall has been able to accomplish for a lot of you?
Yeah, yes, sir. I think you kind of nailed it. Kai, he's a senior now and decided that he wanted to, continue to play football, take advantage of that last opportunity as a senior in college. So he came out and he just vibed really well with our culture and came out, put it out for the team. And I think he's been able to really fit that kind of the personality type that we look for on the team. And so, yeah, kind of like you mentioned, great opportunity for, to take people on and continue playing the game that we all love.
To say, you bring up a great word there in terms of fit. You have a unique experience in 2 years enlisted. Sure, maybe at times you came across people that maybe didn't necessarily fit the unit. Sometimes people that don't fit can be a little bit disruptive, even if they're not doing it intentionally. In your mind, how important is fit? And you mentioned the culture, just to maintain culture. They may not necessarily improve it, but sometimes people can derail it a little bit. In your mind, how important is fit?
I think that there's some play on both ends there. Obviously, we're looking for guys who are going to come out and put out for the guy next to them, and so I'd say it's less so about being it's not really an individual thing, as long as that person's willing to put themselves out there and get rid of the individuality of it and put out for the team. I think that we're able to kind of accept that any person who's like that in. And I think having players from different sports and different backgrounds, taking in that diversity, I think is really great for our team because we're able to approach situations and games from different angles.
As I said, 2 years prior enlisted, and now you're here at the Naval Academy, thriving as part of the sprint football culture. Just what what made you choose that path, especially once enlisted, to try and come to the Naval Academy?
Oh, yes, sir. So, I actually enlisted right out of high school. I didn't even know what the Naval Academy was, and so I was at Power School, and they really try to incentivize trying to become an officer, and so I learned about the academy there. I had a friend who recommended that I applied, and I really had no idea what I was getting myself into. I-Day, I took an Uber to Gate 1, kind of unsure of what I was getting myself into, but I can tell you with 100% certainty that this was probably the greatest decision that I made up to that point in my life. Just the opportunities that it's given me, and the people that I've been able to surround myself with. And obviously, playing sprint football, I never thought I'd be able to play football again. And so, being able to come out and, as a firstie, play some football and um, hopefully continue the winning streak that we've got, it's a blessing. So,
What's obviously what do you hope to accomplish here post graduation, and obviously use what you've now uh, done here at the Naval Academy for future success?
yeah. So while I've been here, I've gotten interested in special warfare, and so I pursued that career path over the past couple of years, and went to SOAS this past summer and put that as my first selection for service selection. But um, obviously, uh, whatever happens, I'm happy with. Sprint football is a big Marine Corps cultured family, and so I put Marine Ground number 2, and so no matter what, I think I'm going to be happy with my service selection because at the end of the day, I'm going to go be an officer and lead sailors and Marines. So looking forward to that.
No doubt about it, my friend. You have come to the best place to be able to do that. That's for sure. Devyn, appreciate the time this morning. Best of luck to you and your teammates as you chase a star. More importantly, a league championship as well. Thanks for the time today.
Yes, sir. Thank you.